today. Thank you for joining me in this video blog segment. We will focus on creating a blog for the classroom instruction, and in particular, we will venture into family literacy, which, as we know, is essential to ensure that literacy is ongoing and promotes academic achievement. So let's go ahead and start creating our video blog or blog focused on family literacy. We will start with the blogger.com, wherein you would have to put your username and password. If you have Gmail, it works perfect because it is a Google tool. So as you can see, I'm logged in with my Gmail account. So how do we go about creating a new post? Well, on the layout screen or menu screen, you see new post. Thereby, you would click on that. Because our blog is focused on family literacy, it is essential that we focus on literacy matters, literacy tips, and any other form of literacy information that would help our parents to foster this love of literacy. The importance of family support is essential. So we can start off with that. The importance of family support. For as we know, the parents are the first teachers for our young kids. They are there at the foundation and are our partners in education. In light of that, we can also indicate that in our post, the family is considered to be one of the most powerful indicators of success for children. Parents' literacy skills, along with their attitudes about learning, have an immense impact on their children's academic achievement. The family is considered to be the venue for the transmission of knowledge, skills, and values from one generation to another. Now, when we do that, we need to go ahead and click on Publish. And there you see, the post has been made. But how does it look like? Well, let's go ahead and scroll down towards the left side of our blog. Click on View Blog. And there you see it. We see the importance of family literacy. As you can see, the title of our blog is Family Literacy in the Pacific. So this was created so that we can support families and essentially support our children in the classroom. Now, this reminds me of an important fact with regards to the unity that we share. I'm also reminded of the poem, and I'd like to go ahead and read that to you. It's called Unity. I dreamed I stood in a studio and watched two sculptors there. The clay they used was a young child's mind, and they fashioned it with care. One was a teacher. The tools she used were books and music and art. The other a parent with a guiding hand and a gentle, loving heart. Day after day, the teacher toiled with a touch that was deft and sure, while the parent labored by her side and polished and smoothed it o'er. And when at last their task was done, they were proud of what they had wrought, for the things they had molded into the child could never be sold nor bought. And each agreed he would have failed if he had worked alone, for behind the parent stood the school, and behind the teacher the home. Author unknown. But that goes to show that our partners in education are our parents. We need family involvement to promote and foster academic achievement in all areas, social, emotional, and so forth. And we shall go ahead and continue with this blog. Continuing that momentum, we're going to see how we can also insert an image. Well, first of all, let's go to New Post on the upper right hand corner, because that will enable us to pull up the key of the New Post on the left side. And we have the feature of the image icon here, and as you can see, it says insert image. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to insert a picture from the computer. I'll go ahead and title it, first of all, Family Literacy, since we know that this is a family literacy posting. Again, let's revisit that insert image. Upload from computer. It'll go ahead. That we'll select. And we're going to go ahead and make it a large family literacy photo. We'll center it. We'll click OK. Let's see. Right now it is in HTML format. We want to take a look at the regular format. We'll go to the Compose view, and that's how it looks like. So let's put a caption. Family literacy is essential. Okay, we'll take out that link there. We want it to be centered, so let's highlight that. And let's select the center justification. And there you have it. And let's post it and see how it looks like. We'll confirm. We see that it's listed here in our layout. However, we would like to see how the actual blog looks like. And there you have it. Family literacy photo. Family literacy is essential. Let's go ahead and continue this to ensure that we are capable of creating yet another post that's informative for parents to help foster the literacy that we use in our instruction. Be mindful that not only can we post things for our parents and our students, but we can literally post other resources that we find valuable, whether it's a poem, whether it's learning specific language art skills. It could be even the vowels, the alphabet, literally whatever comes to mind that we would like to post in our blog for the students to be able to learn and use in the classroom and at home and in the environment. We can all go ahead and ensure that we post it. One thing to keep in mind is that whatever you post can be viewed by the public. Of course, there's always a private feature, but for the most part, because this is for our parents and it's within the public school system, we want it available to all parents. So we will ensure that it is public. Let's go ahead and click New Post. We want to focus on family literacy once again. We'll click on New Post. We're going to go ahead and type in ABCs of family literacy. So when we think of ABCs, we think of the alphabet, right? That would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right. Of course, with our kids, we'll have more enthusiasm as we sing that. But we're going to go ahead and go down the line from A, B, C, to D, E, F, G, H. And as you're doing this, with your kids, you would also project it on the board and they can recite it with you, and you can come up with the scriptures you would like to include for each of the letter of the alphabet. Moving on to I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, oops, let's make that a W, X, Y, and Z. So you would brainstorm with your kids, whether it be listing all the ideas that you would like with them, whether it be webbing the information. Be creative. You know your kids, and jump-starting their ideas is indeed essential for them to be able to think of the various ways you can promote family literacy. So in light of that, I've actually come up with ABCs of family literacy that I do share with my parents here at the school site. A would be always take the time to read to your child at home. I'm going to go ahead and bold A, and let's make that maybe just a little bit bigger. Okay. Then we have B. Believe in your child's ability to achieve literacy success. Okay, let's go ahead and bold that B. Make it just a little bigger. Go to medium. Or rather, let's make that a large. Okay, moving on to C. Create a print-rich environment. So when we mention about creating a print-rich environment, we have vocabulary surrounding us. We have posters surrounding us. That tells the kids that learning is ongoing. Wherever they turn, there's something to learn. If there's a wall, the wall is labeled with wall. If there's a door, you see the door being labeled with that. You got it. Vocabulary word door. So we need to ensure that we do create that environment that welcomes them. Vocabulary enriched is indeed important. Then we have D for discover the importance of literacy together. I'm going to go ahead and bold that D, and let's make that large. Moving on to E. Encourage your child to read daily. So just like with D, how you discover the importance of literacy together, it ties in with the encouragement of reading with your child. So let's make sure that we do that, because we know how essential that is. But do you see the picture that I'm getting to you here? It's the fact that we visualize together, we read together, we think together, we say it together, and we learn it together. And by using this blog as a collaboration tool, and then eventually publishing it, posting it, no matter where we are around the world, just by the click of a button, we can click on this blog and we can be able to view it and learn it. We can look at it individually with our families, and then gather together in class and recall, okay, so did you read that piece on the ABCs of family literacy? You should be seeing hands raised up, and then allow them a turn to be able to speak about what they recall, and then discuss the importance of each one. because that is how they'll be able to use this somewhat like a checklist as well of, okay, did we do that today? Did we take the time to read at home when we were at home? Did we immerse ourselves in a print-rich environment? Did we allow that encouragement of reading daily because we know that it is part of our routine? That serves as a reminder that we do indeed need to be able to immerse ourselves in this. So as we know, there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and so we still have more to go. We have finished A, B, C, D, and E. Now, we don't necessarily have to finish it all in one setting because, as you know, you would have to go at the pace with your students. In this case, I would say, okay, well, we've already come up with 5, and that will suffice just for today. However, we will revisit this and come up with more ideas and continue with our project. So when I am done with this, I would go ahead and click publish. We are not quite done. However, for the moment that we have, remember I do have ESL students that I do work with, and our time frame in the classroom is not exactly too long. Then they go back to the regular classroom, so I would pace it. But I would like to review this and project it on the board so we can all read it together. I think this is really neat of how we can be able to do so. Keep in mind also with the blog, it does archive it, it dates it, so you can tell that this was created on Tuesday, February 2, 2021. We can also see when this blog was created. As you can see, it was created this month, February 2021. About Me is listed here. There is a search blog tool that I can go ahead and try to research if need be. I'll go ahead and venture into that after I show you how we will review this as a class. Okay, we have the ABCs of family literacy. First of all, I would blow this up for us to share with the kids. Well, I'll say A. Always take the time to read to your child at home. B. Believe in your child's ability to achieve literacy success. C. Create a print-rich environment. D. Discover the importance of literacy together. And E. Encourage your child to read daily. So that would be our snapshot just for that session. Then again, when the kids return to class the next day, we'll continue on with the rest of our letters of the alphabet that we select and insert ideas together. Well, I hope that you've learned much regarding how to post in a blog, especially if you are going to use it for classroom purposes, and to further collaborate and share with your parents as well, because in this essence, at least with what I'm using, it is a family literacy tool. Using blogs is paramount when it comes to reaching the rest of the world. So I do encourage you to use it because it can be powerful. Of course, you have to be careful on how it's used and who you share it with. There are guidelines, there are ethics involved, there's something called netiquette. So you need to ensure that all of that is abided by. There is the user policy as well. All of those come into play and would be introduced. So ensure that you go through those educational technology standards. They're there for a reason, and if we go ahead and do that, we know that our kids will eventually be proficient, not only in technology skills or standards, but also in the integration of the other content areas. Sijusmasi, salamat, and I hope that we'll be able to see you again. Take care, and here's to many more successes throughout your journey in life, in education, and beyond. that we have learned how to create a family literacy blog, let's take a brief look at a digital story video created by my ESL students using the good old PowerPoint presentation. Enjoy, God bless, and here's to your success.
Kids all over the world, kids like you and me. There's kids all over the world, so why can't people see? They all like to sing, they all like to dance, they'd all play together if they just had a chance. There's kids like you and me all over the world. Kids from a faraway place that seem different till you see their face. So you see 'em smile, it's plain to see. They're just kids like you and me. There's kids like you and me all over the world. There's kids all over the world. Kids like you and me. There's kids all over the world. So why can't people see? They all like to sing, they all like to dance, they'd all play together if they just had a chance. There's kids like you and me all over the world. Where the ocean's deep and wide, takes a plane to get to the other side. But over there, what did I see? A whole bunch of kids like you and me. There's kids like you and me all over the world. There's kids all over the world. Kids like you and me. There's kids all over the world. So why can't people see? They all like to sing, they all like to dance, they'd all play together if they just had a chance. There's kids like you and me all over. There's kids like you and me all over. There's kids like you and me all over the world. With my dreams.